Hello again, sexy humans. Different environment, different performance. When a plane is subjected to extreme weather conditions, some cold, some hot, how will it perform? And so today, let us look at how Airbus performed cold soak tests on her planes. You take a plane and put it under very low temperatures on the ground. Will all systems still be operative? Well, manufacturers will have to make sure that icing does not happen in pipes, no damage to the computers, and the engines have to start properly, etc. The lowest temperature on ground is minus 50 degrees Celsius. The good news is that very rarely planes have to land in places with such extreme temperatures. And so for Airbus certification purposes, the target temperature is set at minus 30 degrees Celsius. Only the tests with engines running are performed for temperatures close to minus 50 degrees Celsius. That would be the only test. So the next question is, where do Airbus perform this test? Well, they have to perform in a cold environment, and the place they chose is Iqaluit Airport in Canada. The temperature there is around minus 30 degrees Celsius around January and February every year. Sometimes the test may also be performed at the McKinley Climatic Laboratory at Eglin Air Force Base in Florida. This base is able to fit in wide-body aircraft like the Airbus A350s, and they can set the temperature to as low as minus 54 degrees Celsius. The good thing about using this lab in Florida is that the test can be performed at any time during the year. Normally, 2 cold soak campaigns are performed. First cold soak will be on an empty aircraft, not equipped with the cabin, to check the reliability of the technical equipment like the engines. The second cold soak is then performed with the entire cabin installation. Let us have a look at 2 types of tests being performed. The first would be a turnaround test to validate a short stop at the gate. And the second one will be of longer duration, which is the night stop test, where the aircraft spends a full night on the apron. You want to make sure that you can start the systems after a night stop. So, before the tests are carried out, a few things are needed to be agreed upon. For example, the engine oil must be agreed with the engine manufacturer. The temperature limitation must also be set for the various computers. The tyre manufacturer must also agree on certain specific operation procedures. So what do they actually do during a turnaround test? Like the name suggests, it simulates a short stop at the gate with passenger entering and exiting the plane. All doors are open, including the cargo doors. Portable and waste systems will also be operated according to standard procedures, and the air conditioning system will remain switched on by using the APU or the ground card. So the duration of this test will depend on the aircraft type. For narrow-body aircrafts, it could be up to 1 hour and much longer for wide-body aircrafts. The challenging part for the turnaround is usually the ability to start the engines, and it tends to cool down quickly. Now let us discuss the second test, the night stop test. This test, the aircraft batteries are removed and stored in a warm room. Protections are placed in all aircraft parts like the pitot tubes and all the relevant holes. All the tanks that is linked to the cabin operation are drained, potable water, waste, and galleys. All unnecessary equipment are switched off. The next morning, the batteries will be installed back, the protections will be removed, and the APU is started. And little by little, the plane is being heated up with the help of the APU or a ground card. As the temperature rises, all the systems are progressively switched on. Potable water then is slowly filled up once the aircraft has reached a conducive temperature. So what the engine manufacturers recommend is to maintain the thrust at idle to heat up the oil. When the oil has reached a minimum temperature, a slight increase of thrust is made to check the engine response. One by one, the systems like flight controls, braking, potable water, and waste are being controlled. The night stop tests are performed in 2 steps. Number 1 is a short cool-down period such as 3 hours, and a final one with a full night around 12 hours. After the night stop, the test pilots will make an acceleration stop to see if the engines are working properly, and also to see if the thrust reversers are deployed normally. Further tests are being done, and thereafter the pilots will take the baby up in the air for a short flight to confirm that there is no anomaly. When they come back to the runway, they would have to cater for contaminated runway conditions, and landing distance may be increased, some crosswind limitations, and also the use of thrust reversers. Once they land, there are further checks to see if the aircraft have any leaks in the circuits. Sometimes the weather is very cold, and so a heater may be used in the cabin and the engine gearbox. This is to increase the temperature, of course, and to speed up the test drills. As these types of tests involves humans, an igloo must be available for them. Due to extreme temperatures, there must be sufficient manpower to make sure that none of these humans work for too long under difficult conditions. As you can see, that there is a lot of planning and effort that is put in to ensure the aircraft is certified to fly safely under these extreme conditions. Well, let me know in the comments below on what videos you would like to watch next. Thank you so much for your time. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.